In this video, you're going to learn how to write a Band 8 introduction paragraph for the IELTS Writing Task 2. In this video, we are going to understand exactly how to write an introduction paragraph, and we are going to learn what makes a Band 8 introduction paragraph, what makes it high quality, and how to do that. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is what I call the 3 keys. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is what I call the 3 keys to a good introduction. These are 3 things that, in my experience, have become extremely important if you want to write a high quality introduction paragraph. Without these things, most likely you're going to fail, or it's going to be very generic, very low quality. These 3 things. So the first key is outline first. The introduction paragraph is supposed to foreshadow what will come next in the main body paragraphs. It has to give a hint to what the whole essay is about. So if you don't already know what you're going to write about, it becomes very difficult to write a high quality introduction paragraph. Now, the second key is paraphrasing. You may have heard this already. Paraphrasing is extremely important for the IELTS. If you look in the IELTS rubric that is available online from IELTS, it mentions paraphrasing about 5 or 6 times in there. It's extremely important. When you're writing your introduction, if you copy the words from the question, the examiner will not accept it. It will destroy your score. You must change the vocabulary, change the sentence structure, the word order. You have to rephrase it and show your English skill in that way. Now, the third key is know your structure. Now, the structure could be different for different types of questions. This question is the classic, is this a positive or negative development question? So the structure that I'm going to use is going to be general statement for the first sentence. It might be said, and then the opposing view. It might be said, some people would think blah, blah, blah. The third sentence, my own view, however, is. Then you have to give your opinion. This is extremely important. You absolutely must give your opinion in the introduction paragraph. And you also have to give a general statement. You have to not only say, my opinion is blah, blah, blah. That's too random. You don't have any context. So you need to give a general statement, which is the background information. So let's take a look at what this looks like. The question here is, in many countries around the world, rural people are moving to cities. So the population in the countryside is decreasing. Is this a positive or negative development? Now, what we can't do, of course, we can't just say, in many countries around the world, rural people are moving to cities, so the population of the countryside is decreasing. In my opinion, this is good. That is something many people do. You absolutely can't do that. That's exactly how you get a bad score. I have written a Band 8 introduction paragraph, and there's a specific reason that this is a Band 8. So urbanization has become a prominent global trend leading to the depopulation of rural areas as people relocate to urban centers. Now, this first sentence is the general statement. This is the general statement. This is where the paraphrasing comes in. Now, the next sentence is the "it might be said" plus opposing view. You have your view and the opposing view. So here it might be said that this phenomenon is detrimental to both urban and rural areas. This is the "it might be said" sentence. Then we have my own view, however, is that rural-urban migration is far more positive than negative. So here, I clearly give my stance. This is extremely important for the task achievement. If you don't know, 25% of your score is, did you directly discuss what they want you to discuss? If you don't put "my opinion is," then you have not successfully achieved what they want you to achieve. So let's take a look here at why this is a band 8. Now, first of all, I have paraphrased this quite well. I did not use many words that were provided in the question. Some good vocabulary that I have used is urbanization. This is a good word that discusses people moving from rural areas to cities. This is a good vocabulary word that paraphrases their idea. Now, the next reason here is, instead of "many countries around the world," I say it's a global trend. It's a global trend. And instead of saying the population of the countryside is decreasing, I said the depopulation of rural areas. Also, instead of saying countryside, I said rural areas. And instead of cities, they said moving to cities, I say urban centers. This is a really great example of paraphrasing, and if you could do the same thing in your exam, it will look really well. It will definitely get you a high score. Now, the next reason that this is a band 8 is I've used some uncommon vocabulary, such as, let me use a different color, highlight it a little bit better, such as prominent and phenomenon and detrimental. So that is the vocabulary score. With this, I could have done it as a band 9, but for this video, I wanted to make it understandable to the majority of you watching. To make this a band 9, you would just add a little bit more advanced vocabulary, sound a bit higher level with it. But I didn't want to do that for this video. Now, the final reason why this is a band 9 is the structure is quite nice. So, my own view, however, we add "however" in the middle there. We use a nice little conjunction right in the middle. It might be said that. It might be said that. This is a nice way to start off your sentence. It's a nice clause. It's a popular collocation. It makes you sound very native. So with these things here, this is exactly why this is a Band-Aid. We've got good vocabulary, good structure, we've paraphrased, and we have directly answered the question saying, my own view is blah, blah, blah. If you would like more practice on this, you can visit my website, englishbarrierbreaker.com. There are lots of practice questions there, lots of model essays. You can also comment below if you have any other questions, and I will see you in another video.